Started. Okay, I'm gonna give you guys a treat this morning. You can start on your backs. So just stretch out like you just got up. And then just bring your hands on your belly and close your eyes and tap into your breath. And really feel your breath. I want you to just kind of poke around on your belly a little bit and keep it super soft for the moment. You're not engaging any muscles there. And then just relax. So that area right below your belly button and right above where your, we call it, I'm going to sit up so I can not choke, right where your gut is. That's the area known as your power and strength, where they reside. And sometimes we don't give ourselves enough credit for how strong we truly are, how much resolve we have, willpower, strength. So that's why I thought we'd work on that area today, just to help us remember how incredibly strong we are. And now I'm going to have you bend your knees and then feel right where your hip bones are. I can't remember the name of those processes there. Part of your pelvis. Right inside that and up a little bit. Just put your fingers there and then do a couple of fake coughs. Feel those muscles that engage when you cough. Those are your transverse abdominals. And so I just want you to identify them so you can, maybe every now and then you can feel, am I really engaging there? Now relax and bring your shins up to parallel. And then just check, am I using those muscles to keep a nice neutral spine? But I have to use those muscles to do that. And then bring your hands on your thighs and press away and up and see if you can engage them even a little bit more. Abdominal bracing. You can flex your feet and then relax for a moment, hug your knees in and point your toes. And then we'll do it again. So shins parallel, tabletop. Flex your feet. Press away and up. And then just bring both hands on your right thigh and extend your left leg long. Point and flex that left leg. Keep engaging those abdominals. Bend the knee. Flex the left foot. Switch your hands. Extend your right leg, point and flex a few times. And come back in and relax. Time. Hug your knees in and just roll side to side a moment. And then bringing your feet down, bring the soles of your feet together, let your knees open for butterfly pose. And then slowly close the knees. Now I want you to bring your shins back up to parallel, flex the feet, but this time just touch the back of your head. And I want you to lift your head and shoulders up, but draw your belly button towards your spine and really engage for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then relax for a moment. We're going to do that a few more times. So I'm going to have you really think of, as you lift your head and shoulders, really drawing the low back and pressing it down as you do. And then if that feels too easy, you can also lift and extend your legs out to like 45-degree angle. Okay? So bring the shins to parallel. Fingertips behind head. You're not cranking on your head. Now think of this from an abdominal standpoint. So lift head and shoulders and release. And do this. We're going to do this 10 times. Lift, really squeeze those down, abdominals down, and come back in. Lift, press the low back down. Just keep going until you've got 10. I can't talk. I made you laugh. Exactly. You don't have to extend your legs if you can't keep that low back pressing down. And when you've done 10, hug your knees in. Oh, I got you warmed up, didn't I? And then roll on up to seated and come to all fours, please. And just work through some cow and cat. And think of that when you're in cat is really drawing those abs back. When you're in cow is stretching them back out, lengthening. Maybe you'll feel like you've done some work there. And then next time you're in cow, pause there, lift your right leg so with the knee bent. And then as you round, draw your knee towards your nose. And do that 2 more times with the right leg. So cow, you just lift the knee, and cat, you round. Really tuck it in, really round. 1 more time. And then set the right knee down. We'll do that with the left side. So cow, lifting the left leg and knee, round. Tuck that knee in, really round. 2 more times. The hips square to the floor if you can. And 1 more time. And then bring the knee down and sit back to a child's pose. Take a few breaths there. And then come on up to seated on your heels if that works for you. I'm going to put this behind my knees today. Room. And we're just going to stretch out our wrists. So bring your left wrist forward. Actually, turn it so it's outer spiraled. So your fingers point down. And then just grab the finger mounds and the fingers and pull back and press the wrist forward with your arm straight. It's a pretty deep stretch. This cold morning, we got to get everything warmed up good. Now switch. So right fingers point down, grab finger mounds and fingers, stretch the wrist forward. With the arm straight, you get a little bit better leverage. Don't just crank on the fingers though. Good, and release. And then come forward to all fours. Swivel your right foot, extend your left leg, and come up to a Vasisthasana prep. You can stretch the arm by the ear if you'd like. And then come on down and switch. Left foot swivels, right leg extends. Right arm extends up. Maybe arm by the ear. Breathe into it. Lengthen out those side muscles. Good. Come on down. Now keep your toes curled under and sit on your heels here. And then let's get that little toe stretch and then just press so that you come to a malasana. See how it works this morning. And then adjust to a forward fold. Take a few breaths there. You guys can't hear this at home, but just gonna do some healing frequency as we practice today. It's 529 hertz, which is supposed to be a healing frequency. And just sway forward and back a few times. Checking in. We walk your fingers to the left, to the right. And then bend your knees, press your hands to your knees, press into your feet, and come on up to standing. Good. And in Tadasana, stretch your arms up. Reach up. And then just warming up the shoulders a little bit. Bend the elbows, lift your heart. And round your upper back. Bring forearms together, tuck your chin. One more time like that. And good. Stretch your arms in front of you, interlace your hands, press your palms forward, and stretch back up. And then arc to your right. Inhale back to center. And exhale, arc to your left. And inhale back to center. And exhale, undo your hands, bring your arms by your side. Okay, now standing, a little froggy in my throat this morning. So please ignore that. It's not, I'm not choking or anything. It's just old lady stuff, I guess. I don't know. So shift your weight to your right foot and lift your left knee. And then think, can I draw my belly button towards my spine and hug that knee in towards my chest? Use your strong core. Good. Now come back up, bring the foot behind you for a quad stretch. Need to touch down, no big deal. Do it. And release. And let's see if we can do that on the other side. So shift your weight, bring the knee up first, find your balance, weight right in the middle of that foot, and then think belly button towards spine as you hug the knee in. And then release, bring it behind you, quad stretch. And please release. Good job. And wander on up to the front of your mat and grab your blocks. Well, actually, just leave them off the front. I want you to have them handy for a little bit. First, we're going to stretch up again. And on your exhale, forward fold. Pranam. And fold. Step back to a downward facing dog. And just lift your right foot up and kind of put your big toe and your second toe kind of on the Achilles of your left leg and just kind of rub there like a little Achilles massage. And then switch. Get that big toe right on the outside. The other toe, just kind of hug it in, stretch that Achilles or just massage it. Good. And then unwind. And come forward to plank. And lower your knees. Keep that plank, but your knees are just hovering there. Keep drawing the low belly up, staying strong in the core. And then push back to downward facing dog again. Come forward to plank. And this time, lower to the mat. Let's just do some funky cobra. Bring your hands forward, up on fingertips. Run the clavicles. Feel like you're using your core as you lift. And then just kind of dip one shoulder and the other. Just kind of wandering around a little bit here. Can lift high, low. Just feel warm up action here. And then bringing the hands by the chest, right under elbows, lift to cobra. Good. And lower down. Curl the toes, push up and back. The downward facing dog. Don't let your armpits get droop too much. I want you to stay strong all the way up and down your spine as you extend the right leg. Bend the knee, flex the foot. That feels a little bit like a back bend, and then bring knee to nose round. I want you to remember this position and then extend it back up. Now bend in, bring the knee towards the left elbow, really round. You'll feel more stretch and extend it. And now round, knee to the right elbow, really round your upper back as well. Extend it back up and bring the foot down. And take a child's pose. And then coming back to a downward facing dog. We're going to do that on the other side. Extend the left leg. And then really round, bring knee to nose. Inhale, extend. Exhale, knee to right elbow. Try to keep the hips square, just feeling that roundness. Inhale, extend. And knee to left elbow. Inhale, extend. And bring the foot down. Lower to your knees. And take a child's pose. And then coming up to all fours. Now grab your blocks. And come up to downward facing dog on the blocks. Extend your right leg again. Bring knee to nose. Feel that connected core and easily step that foot through, hopefully. Deep lunge. And sweep your right arm up and open to a twist. And touch down. Good. Lower your back knee. Hug to the midline. Stretch up to Anjane Asana. Lifting your heart. Grab your left wrist with your right hand to lengthen up and maybe arc to your right a little bit. Just get the side body stretched out. Left side body. Hugging to the midline. Good. Stretch back up. And touch down. Good. Lift the back knee and step forward. Forward fold. And just stay for a moment. And then on your next inhale, step the right foot back. Deep lunge. Sweep the left arm up and open up to a twist. And touch back down. Good. Lower the back knee. Hug to the midline. Stretch up Anjane Asana. Grabbing the right wrist with your left hand, lengthen up first, and then maybe arc to your left. Really have to stay strong in the base of your pose. Stretch back up and touch down. Good. Lift the back knee. Step back, downward facing dog. Take a few breaths there. On your next inhale, extend the left leg. Bring knee to nose. Stay for a breath, really round. And then step that foot through. Deep lunge. Okay, ground the back foot down. Come up to a warrior two position. And reverse it. And windmill back down. Turn the back heel up. Step back, downward facing dog. On your next inhale, extend the right leg. Knee to nose. Really round, get as high as you can, and step that foot through. Deep lunge. Ground the back foot down. Windmill up. Warrior two. Notice how when you really think about your core in some of these poses, it changes them. Reverse it. And windmill down. Good. Turn the back heel up and please step forward. Forward fold. Inhale, prana. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart center. And then step back away from your blocks for a moment. Shift your weight to your right foot again. Lift the left knee. And then turn that knee out, thinking core. I want to keep the hips square and bring it to tree position, Vrikshasana. Think really strong core and extend up. It's easy to lose track of your core when you're balancing. Palms together, maybe. Whoa, I'm falling out of it. Good, and then release. Whew. Switch sides. Left foot, right knee lifts. Turn it out. Fine. Vrikshasana. Maybe palms together. Really swaying in the breeze today. It's supposed to be a really big wind. And release. Good job. Step back up between your blocks. And bring hands to heart center. Close your eyes just for a moment. And inhale, stretch up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, pranam. And exhale, fold. Just set your blocks to the front for a moment and step back to a downward facing dog. Swivel both heels to the right, so both feet are grounded. So you're on the little toe side of your right foot, inside edge of your left, and open up to a Vasisthasana. You can always lower the right knee if you want. Feel really strong core, lengthening, maybe arm by the ear. And come on down. Downward facing dog. And then swivel the heels the other way. Find that really solid base. Stretch up, stretch long, really solid core. Maybe arm by the ear. Notice how my left hand's slightly in front of my left shoulder because I want it to be super stable, broadening the clavicles, and then come on down. Downward facing dog. And step your feet to the front of the mat. Forward fold. Grab your blocks. And step your left foot back to a deep lunge. Ground the back foot down. Come up, warrior two. Find a really solid base. Check your alignment. And then as you reverse, straighten your right leg. And then exhale, come to triangle pose. Your block's right there if you want. Really press into the left foot so you feel stable there. Lengthen, feel that core holding you. Bend into your front knee. Touch down, lift the back heel, and step back. Downward facing dog. Do that on the other side. So inhale, extend the left leg, bring knee to nose, and step it through. Deep lunge. Ground the back foot down. Come up, warrior two. Feel that back foot super strong. Reverse it as you straighten the left leg. And then come into triangle pose. On your exhale, bend into the front knee, touch down, turn the heel up, and step forward, please. Take a moment there. And then hands to the block, step your left foot back again, deep lunge. And this time come up to crescent warrior. Sure your hips are squared up. Use your core. Grab the left wrist with your right hand, possibly arc to your right a little bit. using that core, using the back leg super strong. Good, stretch up again. Reach down, touch the block. Good, now you can use the blocks here if you want. You're just gonna lift the hips up and back to straighten the right leg. Pyramid pose. Big stretch. Keeping the back heel lifted. Now, this is going to be a transition. Keep your right hand on the block. Ground the left heel down as you do. Bring your left hand to your hip. And open up to triangle pose. Feel that back foot super strong. One more breath. Bend into the front knee. Turn the back heel up. Step forward. Forward fold. Right foot steps back. Deep lunge. Make your way. Crescent warrior. Take your time. Possibly grabbing the right wrist, lengthening up and arcing to the left a little bit. Stretch up and reach down, touch the blocks. Shift the hips up and back to straighten the left leg. Stretch out the hammy. And keeping the left hand on the block, round the back foot down, right hand comes to the hips so that you can open Trikonasana, triangle pose. Feel super strong in that back leg. Maybe even in your left hand as well, so that you can really lengthen your spine. Feel super strong in your core. On your exhale, bend the front knee. Touch down, turn the back heel up. And step back, downward facing dog. Go ahead and take a child's pose. And then come back up. I'm going to have you move your blocks out of the way for this next part. And come up to downward facing dog. Inhale to plank. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, lower. Downward facing dog. Now, this is going to be kind of a weird thing. We're going to try it, see how it goes. So just like we've been doing, you're going to round and bring your right knee towards your nose and ground the left foot down. So you're on the inner edge of your left foot. And then extend your right leg, to the floor. Reach up with your left hand for a fallen. triangle. Good, excellent. And then go back the same way. Bring that knee in round, turn the heel up, and step back. Downward facing dog. Whew. Piece of cake for these guys here. Let's try the other side. The left knee comes in, ground the right foot down, extend the leg as you extend your arm. Fallen triangle. And then hug in. Come back. Downward facing dog. Good. Step your feet to your hands. Forward fold. Just take a moment. And then you can use your blocks here if you want. I'm going to do it without. If you do use your blocks, you might want to put them on the lower height. And step your left foot back. Deep lunge. You lift the hips up and back to straighten the right leg. Ground the left foot down. Bring your left hand to your hip. You're in a modified triangle. Now think round, lift that right leg up off the floor, and then extend it out to the side, just like you did before. Open up, fallen triangle. Woohoo! Now the hard part is getting back. So bring that knee in, hug it to the nose as you transition back. Deep lunge. Woohoo! Step back, downward facing dog. Takes a lot of core strength to do that. Extend your left leg, step it through. Good. Shift the hips up and back, ground the right foot down, left hand to the hip. Actually, I think we did it. Did we do it with the hand down first? Hug that knee in, extend it, stretch up. Fallen triangle. Good. Reverse that. Hug the knee and really feel that strength. Turn the heel up, step back. Downward facing dog. And go ahead and take child's pose. And then moving your blocks out of the way. Come on down to your back. And hug your knees in. And then just keep a hold of your right knee as you extend the left leg. Bring the left hand to the outside of your right knee. Right arm either in cactus or T, and then just bring that knee up and over and across. Maybe extend the right leg. Or you can tuck it, whatever works for you. I just want you to feel a big stretch in your low back, in your glute. And then bending the knee, unwind and switch now. Hug your left knee in, extend the right. Right hand to the outside of the knee, left arm to T or cactus, and bring that knee across. And if you want to extend the left leg, you can. Should feel nice stretch all through that IT band, low back and glute. And then unwinding, bringing the feet under the knees, hands by the hips. Press in, lift your heart, lift your hips. Latu Bandha, bridge pose. Feel those transverse abdominals stretch out. And then lower back down. Bring your legs straight up. And then wide and transition to happy baby. So rock back and forth a little bit. You can bring feet together, extend the legs, whatever you want. Play a little bit in happy baby. And then let go of your right leg, extend that to the floor, and bring your left foot across. So your left knee stays wide, your left foot's across, and just kind of open that hip a little bit. Lying down, baby cradle. So pretty deep position. If you need to move your leg away from you a little bit, if you want, you can interlace. Bring your foot to your elbow crease and grab around. This is super deep. It's like pigeon prep, but laying down. And release to switch. So hugging the right knee and keeping the right knee wide. Be about opening. Don't have to do the interlace thing. Pretty intense. I have to keep my left leg lifted to do it. And you can just work on relaxing down a little bit. Good. And then release. Bring your feet nice and wide on the sticky mat, arms in cactus. And just entertain a few windshield wipers. Calming your nervous system. And then next time your knees are up, bring the soles of the feet together. Let the knees open for butterfly. Just bring your hands on your belly. You can massage your transverse abdominals a little bit, maybe your abdominals, them to relax. And then closing your knees, stretch out for Shavasana. Just even notice here when you lay down whether you can relax your abdominals before you stretch out. Taking time, really check in with your breath and relax. Every exhale, let go. When you tap into your strength, like find out how resilient and strong you are. Sense of peace can come over you. You know, hey, I can handle anything that's thrown at me. I have that strength within me. I can fully relax with that knowledge and confidence. you continue to relax, I just wanted to share a quote from Theodore Roosevelt, which is one of my favorites. It is not the critic who counts, not the man who points out how the strong man stumbles or where the doer of deeds could have done better. The credit belongs to the man who is actually in the arena, whose face is marred by dust and sweat and blood, who strives valiantly, who errs and comes up short again and again, because there is no effort without error or shortcoming, but who knows the great enthusiasms, the great devotions, who spends himself in a worthy cause, who at the best knows in the end the triumph of high achievement, and who at the worst, if he fails, at least he fails while daring greatly. Finding your breath, that cooler air on the inhale and the warm breath on the exhale. Start to make small movements when you're ready. Go ahead and transition up to seated when you feel like you're ready to do that. Bring hands to heart center. You're stronger than you think. Namaste. Good job, you guys. Okay.